How's it going, my fellow collectors? I am back again, and we are celebrating the ninth anniversary of my channel. And as tradition, we're going to celebrate by me giving you a collection tour of where my collection is currently at. And I'm still tweaking some changes, but I'll explain as I go along the tour. Alright, so stick around, guys, and let's get this show on the road. Alright, so as usual, we're going to start off with the Hot Toys. This is the Marvel shelf. Nothing's changed here. Just my X-Men Origins Wolverine with the 11 head sculpt. And behind him we have the Wolverine movie, Wolverine. And he has a World Box body, muscular. So yeah. Behind him we have the Present Toys Blade Warrior figure, which is actually Blade. And I have a custom ultraviolet grenade that he's holding. And then we have Deadpool from the first movie. He's really starting to deteriorate. All the red pleather, you can see it's flaking. So I'm just gonna keep it and do dynamic poses with it. As you can see, I put it in a new pose from the third movie. Yeah, I don't plan on getting a new one. If it's gonna have the same problems, forget it. And then behind him we have the Punisher from the Daredevil TV show on Netflix. I do plan on getting the new Daredevil from Daredevil Born Again by Hot Toys. They have teased the black suit with the 2Ds on the chest, but I'm going to pass on that. I never did like the black suit. I was always partial to the red one. And then we have the Scarlet Spider by Hot Toys from the video game Spider-Man, first game. Still holding up pretty good. Then we have my custom Logan figure. Most of these things I did it myself. The pants, I got those separately. I think the body too, I think it's a Hot Toys body, because I think it originally came with the World Box body. And all the blood that you see is custom painted by me. The head sculpt is an 11 head sculpt. And yeah. And then way in the back we have the Hot Toys Carnage figure. And then next we have the kind of a new acquisition is the black suit Peter Parker Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2, the video game. And then up top we have the classic suit Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. Please forgive the noise. My neighbors, they're being difficult. Alright, so then we have the bust that came with the Carnage figure, the Venom bust, which is partially revealing Tom Hardy's face. As you can see, I no longer have my movie Venom figure. It's packed up and I'm trying to sell it because I am planning on getting the comic book version of Venom made by Hot Toys. So I'm saving that space for that. Then we have the, I guess you would call this the it's the Mark III, but the diecast version 1.0, I guess you would call it. Technically, it's the 2.0 because Hot Toys did make one version of the Mark III before this. But that one wasn't diecast, it was just plastic. Yeah, I just decided to keep this one and not upgrade to the 2.0 diecast. Yeah, but it does have a mech test head sculpt on it. So yeah. And then in the back we have the Mark 50 from Infinity War. And then we move on to my Detolf. Just give me a second so I can open this up. Right. So on the very top shelf we have my Predator shelf. I did pack up my classic Predator because I might be selling it. I know that it's just a matter of time before Hot Toys announces the Jungle Hunter Predator that they're planning on announcing soon. They've already teased it a lot, so yeah. Alright, so for now I just have the Wolf Predator and Dutch. And as if you guys know, all the subscribers on my channel do know that this is a custom made one. He's got a Fison body. So yeah. Okay, on the next shelf, we do have the Present Toys Flight Officer, aka Ellen Ripley from Aliens. I did do a lot of customizations to this figure. It's got Damn Toys Claire Redfield body. I custom painted the face. You can see she's got the cuts on her cheeks. I did decide to go in and fix the cut on this cheek because I thought it was just a little bit too small. So I made it a little bit bigger. So yeah. And I also got her the Hot Toys base. Yeah. So, and then I also did paint the Ovomorph egg. Well, I didn't paint it, but I gave it a gloss finish because it was just too dull. I thought it needed to be shinier to show that slime. And then next to that, we have the Hot Toys Aliens Alien Warrior. Still holding up really good. No problems with the jaw deteriorating. I've heard that a lot of people have that problem because it's made of rubber. But if you just take care of it and keep putting leather protective liquid on it, it should last you just fine, just like mine. So yeah, got that. Next shelf down, we have the DC EU figures. I just call this my Justice League shelf, or BVS shelf, if you want to call it that. So, starting on the right, we have the BVS Superman by Hot Toys. This isn't in art. I didn't feel the need to get the in art one because I think it's just too tall. If you put it next to other Hot Toys, it's going to be out of scale. Like if you put it next to the BVS Batman, yeah. Ben Affleck is a tall guy, and there's no way that Henry Cavill would be taller than him. So that's one reason why I didn't get the in art version. Speaking of Ben Affleck Batman, here he is. I don't plan on getting the 2.0 version because this one's lasted me pretty good. So yeah. And then we have my kit bashed Wonder Woman. She's got an 84 head sculpt right now with a Justice League body, training armor, sword and shield, 84 gauntlets, and right now she's wearing the Justice League robe. So yeah. Alright, moving on down. We have my Harley Quinn figures. And the one on the left is the regular Justice League version. And she does have a custom tongue that is made by Andy Hibbs on Facebook. I don't know if he's still making them or not. I got it a long time ago. And then on the right, we have the Hot Toys Harley Quinn Dancer Dress version. I decided to swap her back to her default Hot Toys body because the Feisen body started to have problems. I think the skin was starting to melt and stuff because of all the jewelry she wears. It kind of causes condensation on the silicone. So yeah, I started having problems with it. So I switched her back to her normal body. I do plan on getting the what's it called? The Suicide Squad artisan version of Harley Quinn with her leather outfit. So I'm saving the space for that. And these hyenas that you see here, I forget what company makes them, but they are resin statues. And yeah, I decided to get them because they go good with Harley. Alright, so that's that. So, yeah, I tried to move these figures to the new shelf that I just put up on my wall, but it's too many of them and they don't all fit on the new shelf. Because I think my new shelf can only hold about 6 figures. Or 5, something like that. I don't know. So, yeah,
it's not enough. And plus, the hyenas. So I decided to keep them in the detolf. And we're going to move on to my custom display cases. We have the Hot Toys John Wick Chapter 2 figure. But it does have I believe this is an 11 head sculpt. I'm not sure. But yeah. And he's got a custom rifle. This is the one that he used on part 1. And he's getting ready to load up a new clip. Or a new magazine. And then on the right, we have the Hot Toys Matrix Neo. And then I also got resin statue dog for John Wick. Again, I forget what company makes this too. So there's that. And then here we have the Sylvester Stallone figures. On the right, we have the 3-0 John Rambo figure from First Blood. And in the back is also John Rambo from the movie First Blood, but this one's made by the Sly Stallone shop in conjunction with Caustic Plastic. And in front of him, we have my custom Rocky Balboa figure. This is the first version that Caustic Plastic ever made. But he does have a World Box body. And I custom painted those boots. I got him holding his beer there because if you guys remember, he was a beer drinker on the first movie. Even when he was training. Which is kind of funny. But anyway, we're going to move on. We have my Hot Toys Robocop figures. Starting on the right, we have the die-cast Robocop figure from Robocop 1. They did make a Part 3 figure with the jetpack, but this isn't it. This is the original one that came out from the first movie. The voice box does not work anymore. I already tried. I put new batteries in it and everything, but yeah, it doesn't want to work anymore. So, is what it is. And here is the battle damage version. I know that Present Toys is working on a Alex Murphy figure from the first movie. But I don't have enough room to display them, so I think I'm going to pass on them. But they are also working on a Lewis figure. And Lewis. I'm still undecided on that. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. For now, I'm not. But that's subject to change in the future. Alright, so next custom display shelf, we're going to move on to my Star Wars figures. This is my Mandalorian display shelf. This is in the front left, we have the Mandalorian from Season 2, the chrome armor. I'm pretty sure he's in the same pose as you guys saw him last, so I like it. So that's why I never hardly touch it. And then in the back, we have the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker from the second season. And then, you know, it comes with that destroyed Dark Trooper. So, yeah. And then on top, it's getting a little overcrowded with my Star Wars figures. This is pretty much just a mix match of Star Wars figures here. We got the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader here on the right. And then Return of the Jedi Emperor Palpatine on the left. And then behind him, we have one of my newer figures, is the Darth Revan figure that came out fairly recently. Continuing on to my second Vital shelf or display case, we have the Hot Toys Star Wars Phantom Menace Qui-Gon Jinn. And in front of him, we have the Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones Yoda. And then I am saving space back there for the new DX Darth Maul. And then underneath them, we have the, I believe, yes, this is the Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones Mace Windu. And behind him on the left, we have the Hot Toys Anakin Skywalker. This is the dark side version, but I did buy him some custom, not custom, some kit bashed parts. He's got all the light side parts to him. But right now he's got the dark side head sculpt. And then right beside him we have the Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi. I did change out the lightsaber to make it the USB powered one, because I don't like those arms that are attached to the lightsaber. So yeah, I decided to get him that one. Below them, we start with our Terminator figures. On the right, we have the Terminator Genesis endoskeleton. And to the left, we have the Tech Noir version of the Terminator, the T-800, from the first Terminator movie. On the right, in the back, we have my custom Arnold Schwarzenegger. I guess you could say he's from the Pumping Iron documentary. Those clothes are made by I forgot the person's name on Etsy. She makes these clothes. I don't know if they're still available on the website, but yeah, that's where I got those from. Hedgemany77. I just remembered her name. And then we have on the left in the back the Hot Toys Battle Damaged T-800 from the first Terminator movie, or as people commonly refer to it, the police shootout version. So yeah, there it is. And then the shelf below, we have the DX13 Terminator 2 T800. You guys will be surprised to know that I did make a video saying that I wasn't gonna buy the 2.0 version of this figure, but I betrayed myself and I decided to pre-order it. It's just it looks so good in the announcement pictures with the head sculpt and the upgraded weapons and stuff. They look even more real, you know. So yeah, that's why I couldn't pass up on it. So yeah, and then below all that, we have on the right is the Hot Toys MMS 117 Terminator 2 T800. And he is riding a custom painted ZY Toys Harley Davidson Fat Boy motorcycle. So yeah. And on the left, we have the Hot Toys T1000 1.0. And he is also riding a Hasbro G.I. Joe Electroglide Harley Davidson. I know it's not accurate to the motorcycle he actually did ride in the movie. I believe that was a Kawasaki motorcycle. But in my eyes, it's close enough. And there's nobody that makes a Kawasaki motorcycle from the Terminator 2 movie, a police version of it. So if you know anybody, let me know. But for the meantime, I think this motorcycle does the job. So yeah, there we go. And yeah, I do plan on getting the 2.0 versions of both these figures. So stay tuned for that. I think I'm going to keep these figures just to have them displayed on the motorcycles. So yeah. And then we have the Hot Toys DeLorean Mark II from Back to the Future Part 2. I did pre-order the Blitzway version, which is diecast. So I do plan on selling this one. Yeah. Yeah, once I get it, I'm going to be selling it, so. And then we have the Hot Toys Back to the Future 2, Marty McFly. I got him holding the Wild Gunman arcade gun right now. And then here's a little preview of what's to come. It's the this is a custom display base for my Darth Maul figure. That's the Hot Toys Darth Maul figure that's coming soon. All right. Moving on to my wall-mounted shelves. First we have the Hot Toys The Dark Knight 2.0 Two-Face. this is pretty much all Dark Knight figures. But before we move on to the figures, let me show you guys this picture that I have. So there's that, and then right beside Two Face, we have my Kit Bashed, the Dark Knight Joker. So he is where he does have a in art head sculpt, but the rest is DX02 outfit and body. Well, his tie is DX11, so. But yeah, real nice. Beside him, we have the police disguise version of Joker. Then we have the Dark Knight Rises 2.0 Hot Toys Bane figure. And this was my figure of the year for 2024, I believe. Yeah. Really nice figure, guys. I highly recommend picking it up. And then right beside him, we have the Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises 2.0 Catwoman. All right. And then we have the Hot Toys Batpod. I believe this is what, the 3.0? I think they made 3 versions of this. And then we have the Hot Toys Dark Knight DX19 riding on top of it. So yeah, real nice. We're getting a few good shots here. Whoa. Okay. And then right beside them, we have the Batman Armory Bruce Wayne, but he does have the DX19 Bruce Wayne head sculpt. If it'll focus. And that's a custom deactivated bomb that he's holding. And then right beside him, we have the Bat Signal Hot Toys, the Dark Knight Rises Commissioner Gordon. So yeah. And here is my newest shelf that I just installed yesterday, actually. A kind of a extension of what I had. But anyway, these are my video game figures. And these are all from Resident Evil 2 Remake. First off, we have, and they're all made by Damn Toys too. So first off, we have the Claire Redfield. And then right beside her, we have Leon S. Kennedy, Rookie Cop. And then right beside him, we have Ada Wong. And then over here we have the SW Toys Lara Croft figure from the 2013 video game Tomb Raider. But I did do a lot of customizations to her. I painted the cuts on her face, and I made her boobs smaller. So yeah, now she looks a lot more game accurate. I am saving space here in the middle for the Metal Gear Solid 3 Naked Snake figure that's coming out. I forget which company makes it, but yeah, he's gonna be. This is gonna be his new home right here, this spot, to complete my video game shelf. All right, so that does it for all my Hot Toys. So stick around if you want to see the 6-inch figures. So we're gonna start off on the top of one of my Detolfs. We have all my Revoltech um, My Hero Academia figures. So starting off on the far left, we have Dobby. And then right beside him is Ichiro Kirishima, otherwise known as Red Riot. In the back, we have All Might. And to the left, or to the right of Red Riot, we have Ochako Uraraka. That's my newest acquisition there. In front of her, we have Izuku Midoriya. And to the right of him, we have, I can't remember his name. But yeah, we have him. And then in the back, we have Endeavor doing the Prominence Burst. But yeah, those are all my Hero Academia figures. Moving on to my Mezco figures. We have all my X-Men figures. Starting off on the left, we have the Mezco Cyclops, or Scott Summers. And on the right of him, we have the Mezco Deluxe version of Wolverine. Comes with this awesome Destroyed Sentinel base. And to the right of him, we have the Mezco Gambit. And in the back, we have the Mezco Magneto. And in the back to the right, we have the Mezco Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man. Those are all my Mezco figures. All right, so next we have my SH Figure Arts Street Fighter line. So on the very far left, we have the SH Figure Arts Cammy White. I currently have her doing the Cannon Spike. Is it Cannon Spike or Cannon Strike? I think it's Strike. Yeah. Because Cannon Spike is when she's kicking upward instead of downward. And then in the front, on the left, we have the SH Figure Arts Chun-Li. Currently doing the spinning bird kick. And the behind her we have the SH Figure Arts Vega, or Balrog as he's known in Japan. And right beside him we have the SH Figure Arts Ken Masters. Currently doing the Shoryuken. And in front we have the SH Figure Arts Ryu, currently doing the Hadoken. Behind him we have the SH Figure Arts M. Bison. I gave him a custom cape and the symbols on his belt and the custom Shadowloo symbol on his cap. And I also gave him that cape too. And then right above him we have the latest edition in the SH Figure Arts Street Fighter line. It's the SH Figure Arts Guile. Currently doing the flash kick. And then in front of all them, we have the SH Figure Arts Akuma, or Goki, as he's known in Japan. Right beside him. Oh, before we move on, this Akuma does have a custom kanji on his back that I made. And yeah, so right beside him is the SH Figure Arts Sagat. Currently doing the Tiger Shot. Behind him, we have the True Force Collectibles Mega Man X with die-cast parts. And right behind him, we have the I believe it was, I can't remember the name of the line, but it is Tamashii Nations, but I don't remember the name that they gave this line. But it is Zero from Mega Man X. This is the Type 2 armor. So yeah. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the rest of my SH Figure Arts figures. Alright, so we've finally made it to my SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figures. And there's been slight changes, not much, but we'll run it down. So, starting off with the Saiyan Saga, we have the Saiyan Saga Vegeta and Nappa, and the Demoniacal Fit Scarlet Martial Artist, which is Kaioken Goku right there in the back left. The Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku with the custom fighting accessory Windswept Hair. And then moving on to the Namek Saga, we have the latest edition in my collection, which is the older style Saiyan armor Vegeta. It's in that classic pose where he's getting pummeled by Frieza. Speaking of Frieza, there he is. That is the Resurrection F version, I think. Either that or the Tournament of Power version. I forget. But it's the one that has the halo, pretty much. And then in the back there is my kit bashed Vegeta. So he's got a demoniacal fit head and SH Figure Arts premium colored Vegeta body. And if you can see his feet there, I painted them all white because they did have the Saiyan armor pattern on the toes, but I painted them white. So it's supposed to represent the Vegeta that destroyed Android 19 and the Vegeta that got pummeled by Android 18. So yeah. And then right above him, we have the SH Figuarts 1.0 Super Vegeta. So yeah. And then in front of my Kit Bash Vegeta, we have the Kid Gohan from Saiyan Saga and beginning of Namek Saga. So he's just watching Vegeta get massacred by Frieza. And then moving on, we have the demoniacal fit Broly figure, Z Broly. I have him in the classic pose holding up Goku. So this is the awakened warrior Super Saiyan Goku, but I have the full powered head on him. So yeah. And then right beside them, we have the SDCC Comic Con edition of Gohan, Teen Gohan. Right behind him, we have the full power Goku figure, but he has the windswept hair that comes with the Kamehameha effect accessories set. And then we're going to move on to Buu Saga. We have the SH Figuarts Majin Vegeta, but he does have a Tonson Art Toys head sculpt. And he's also using one of the blast effects that comes with the fighting set of the Goku accessory set. And beside him, we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 2 Goku figure. And flying right above them is the SH Figuarts Great Saiyaman. And then we have the SH Figuarts Gotenks. But he does have, I forget which company makes this head sculpt. But yeah, that's a third-party head sculpt. And that also comes with the Buu volleyball. Right beside him, we have the demoniacal fit. I believe it's called the Royal Blood Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He's doing the final flash. I don't know how I feel about the alternate version Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta that they introduced on Daima. Yeah, you guys let me know if you like it or not, or if you prefer this longer hair version here. Anyway, moving on. Right above him, we have the Super Saiyan 3 SH Figure Arts Goku. And this is the SH Figure Arts 1.0 Vegito, but he has a Super Saiyan demoniacal fit head. And then right below him, we have the Ultimate Son Gohan, one of my oldest figures here. And then we have a custom painted SH Figure Arts Broly Gogeta. He's been custom painted by Parental Customs, I believe, to look like the Fusion Reborn version. And then right beside him, we have the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan God Goku. This is the first version that ever came out. And he is using the accessory set, the Kamehameha effect. And beside him, we have one of my latest additions. It's the, what's it called? I forgot the name of it, but I guess you would call it the Tournament of Power Vegeta. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. And then behind him, we have the SH Figure Arts Resurrection F Vegeta, but he has the Super Saiyan. The Dragon Ball Super Broly movie head sculpt Vegeta on him. Same thing with the Goku right beside him. That's the Resurrection F Goku body, but he's got the Broly movie head sculpt of Goku on him. And here is a custom made, what would you call this? I guess this would be the Goku Black Arc Goku. I basically just gave him it's all the Broly movie Goku, the body and the head and everything, except for the belt. That is a full powered Goku belt. And then right beside him, we have the SH Figure Arts Zamasu. And then right behind him, we have the SH Figure Arts Goku Black. This is the first version to ever come out. He's got a custom scythe. It doesn't come with that. And the aura effect too, it doesn't come with that either. So, and then you have the SH Figure Arts Fused Zamasu right in the back, getting stabbed by the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito. And then we have, this is Kong Studios. Tournament of Power Blue Evolution Vegeta. But he has a Tonson Art Toys head sculpt. And then right beside him, we have the SH Figure Arts Ultra Instinct, Mastered Ultra Instinct figure. Just give me a second, guys. I gotta reposition myself. Oh, before we keep going on down the line, I forgot to mention the Cell Saga Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan battle damage. And then We have both of uh, Dragon Ball Super, Broly, Goku, and Vegeta figures. But they have the demoniacal fit head sculpts on them, Super Saiyan God versions. And then right beside them is the Gogeta Broly movie, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Right behind everyone is my custom Ultra Instinct Omen Goku figure. So he's got a real fabric shirt that's been battle damaged. And the hair was originally a Mastered Ultra Instinct hairpiece, but it was custom painted by Fairytale Customs to make it look like the Omen version. And then he's fighting the SH Figure Arts Kefla figure. Right in front of them, we have the full power Dragon Ball Super Broly figure. In front of him, we have the base form, I guess you would call him. Dragon Ball Super Broly. So yeah, that's cool. Right below all that, we have my Dragon Ball GT figures. So on the left, we have the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And I did give him a Dragon Ball GT Kid Goku Dragon Fist effect piece. And then right beside him, we have the Dragon Ball GT SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Getting ready to do the final shine attack. And that's it. Those are all my SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball figures. And that's it for my collection too. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. This has been 9 years of collecting. And be sure to subscribe because there's more to come. But until next time, guys, I shall catch you all later on the tube. All right, bye, guys.